We're going to take a minute to talk about clouds, not cumulus clouds or the clouds in the sky. We're going to talk about cloud computing and our cloud accounts. It can get really confusing really fast because we have multiple clouds we need to keep track of in this class. You probably already have many more clouds for multiple classes, but for photography, we're going to be using Google Drive, OneDrive, and Microsoft apps, your iCloud, and the Creative Cloud. So those are all different cloud storage solutions. And I want to go ahead and start from the very beginning talking about your Google Drive. I'm going to strongly suggest that you save all of your photos for your photography class on your school Google Drive. Why, you ask? The real reason is you have pretty much unlimited storage, and your school account will stay with you until after you graduate. They do delete it several months after you graduate, but it is saved over the summer and you will not lose any of your files, which is why we're going to use Google Drive and Google File Stream to save your images. OneDrive is Microsoft's cloud storage solution. I put it on this document so we can talk about it because what you may not know yet is you have access to the Microsoft accounts. With this class, we're going to learn a little bit about PowerPoint, which means you have a OneDrive account and you can store things on it. But I'm going to strongly recommend that you don't save things on it long term. Because what I want you to know is your Microsoft account will be deleted over the summer and reset. So you only get to keep it per school year based on the class you're in. So what I'm trying to tell you is they'll delete things over the summer if you leave it on your Microsoft OneDrive or in your Microsoft apps. Your iCloud. All of you more than likely have an iCloud account that either you pay for or your parents pay for or someone you know pays for it. The more storage you save on your iCloud, the more dollar signs or the more money you pay, which is why I highly recommend you do not save your photos on your iCloud or your iPhone spaces, because I don't want you or your parents having to pay more money for storage on your iCloud when we can use your Google Drive for free. This also mixes your personal photos with your school or work photos, and it's actually best to keep separate accounts for separate purposes. Finally, the Creative Cloud. You will get a Creative Cloud account, mainly so we can learn Photoshop and Lightroom and Adobe Bridge and a few others. You get access to having your own Creative Cloud account all year and multiple apps. But you do get a tiny bit of cloud storage space with your school Adobe account, but not very much. So this is why I recommend that we do not save things on your Adobe Creative Cloud for a long period of time or something you want to keep. So the space will fill up, so we only want to save things like fonts and filters. While you're working on projects, and when you finish a project, it's best to go ahead and save it on your Google Drive account. So anything you want to save for your portfolio, long term to help you get a scholarship or apply for a job or to go to college, do not save it on your Creative Cloud because the accounts get reset every summer. And if you have your own personal paid Creative Cloud account, then sure, you can save files on there. But the more files you save, the more space you use, the more money you have to pay in the end. So I guess what I'm trying to say is We have a lot of clouds to keep track of this year, and we're going to use our Google Drive cloud to save all of our files for photography so that no one has to pay any extra money. That means you or your parents. So we'll be using Google Drive, which is Google Drive File Stream app, to save all your files. We'll dabble with some Microsoft apps. We'll use Creative Cloud and Photoshop a lot. So that's probably more than you ever wanted to know about clouds. Felt it was important that we started out talking about where to save files in order to make it so you don't lose any pictures or projects that you want to keep for senior portfolios. Thanks for watching.